this is an interesting critter right here. This is a 362 rear den Montana High Country at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And this is, you don't see things like this every day. When it first came rolling in, like in this business, when you work in this business for a long time, you learn to identify floor plans based on like positions of doors and windows. And so when it came in, the guys looked at the slides, they looked at the windows, said, one guy goes, oh, it's a bunkhouse. One guy goes, oh no, it's a rear living room. And I looked at them both and said, well, you ain't wrong. And they looked at me really confused like, and I said, it's both. It's a rear den. It's anything you want it to be. In a sense, they took a living room and built a living room behind a living room. And in a sense, they built a bunkhouse behind a living room. And in a sense, you can convert this to be anything you want, whatever you want, anytime you want. That's what's really cool about this floor plan. It could very easily be used as a big, giant, high-profile 5-slide bunkhouse. It could very easily be used as a couples camping destination luxury home. I mean, it can be used in so many different fashions. If you'd like to see if we have it in stock and available, it's very simple. Just visit us here at HaylettRV.com. You can type that into your web browser. You can click the link in the video description. You can call our guys here at the store. You can, I mean, there's 100 different ways to get a hold of us. And when you see this on our website, if we have it in stock, it'll be there. If we don't have it in stock, we don't bait and switch, folks. But we will also publish true fair market pricing. You know, we don't do hidden dealer fees on these things. So, automatic leveling, 6.5 foot tall walk-in slides on your main deck. Big 5-slide sucker. She is a beauty. It is anything but small. When it came in, we all went, whoa, that's a pretty big one. You know, anytime you see something this size come in, you still pay a moment of respect to it. Montana is and has been 0 degree rated since 2005. That privatized and closed heated docking center is part of that. Montana really, they mainstreamed seasonal living and extended season camping. Most often, the insulation packages you see other brands talk about all day is based off the shoulders of Montana's work. There's a lot of other guys that build nice coaches out there, but they sit on the shoulders of giants doing it. Keystone really is the most copied laminated fifth wheel on the market, whether it's a Cougar, a Montana, whatever. These guys have defined the golden rules here. High gloss exterior, which is just real sharp looking. You see the frameless windows looking sleeker and snot right there, and look at the mirror-like reflectivity on that skin. Beautiful. They go through a lot of quality, longevity, rain prevention methods on their slide systems at Keystone. It's one of the things I like about them. These lightweight cable-driven slides are the single most reliable slide system out there, the least warranty claims of any slide system on the market. You know, like the interior wall rain gutter. There's like a C-channel rain gutter built right into the wall to help shunt water away when the slides are wicking in or out. They do a lot of extra things on this. Things they didn't have to do, things you can't see, and things someone who's never owned an RV may have a hard time appreciating. But it's with the idea of, you know, longevity that these are built. The designer of the Montana models, that's something that really impressed me about him. When I got to meet him, he was like, yeah, we noticed that some of our Montana owners, after 8 years, were having some roof items. And I went, whoa. What, you're worried about what happens to this thing 8 years from now? He goes, yeah, why? And I said, because that's so uncommon in this business. He goes, I know, but that's the reason that we're the #1 selling fifth wheel for 15 straight years, and it's the reason Montanas have the highest resale of any high-profile fifth wheel on the market, and it's the reason a lot of things. It's, you know, they've built over 100,000 Keystone Montanas. That's impressive. I mean, that's more than some brands have ever built before they went out of business. The High Country series last year had that fold-down cargo rack, and a lot of folks wanted to do different things on the back. They said, well, can I take that off and put a hitch on the back? And Montana said, well, what if we just do it for you? You know, just good listening to customer feedback and stuff like that. That's why I like these guys. They're really in tune with their client base. Now, all of the benefits of that big 5-slide bunkhouse model that you can find on the market wrapped up here in a potentially couples camper unit. But what I mean by that is this also includes a full outside kitchen and second door to the bathroom, which is not usually features found on a couples rig. I'm not going to say that there's none. I'm not actually aware of any couples camper that has both a full outside kitchen and second direct door to the bathroom out there. Oh, you got it. Wow, look at the reflectivity on that cooler door. Holy cow. You got a nice look at me right there. Lucky you folks. We should charge you extra for that. I'll have to contact my modeling agent. Of course, by the time he's done taking his fees, I'll probably have to pay you. Anyway, so little touches like this. They have an awesome looking outside kitchen. You see that recessed cooktop right there. So that can be extra prep space, that can be counter space, or you can just simply slide it away when you don't need it. All formed aluminum countertops here. You've even got handy little, switches for your little exterior LED indirect accent lights up here. Now that's not terribly impressive during the day, but at night that will really cause this thing to glow indirectly. Plus you do have individual spotlights right there, and notice how it is motion sensitive. You may have noticed a motion sensitive light in the pass-through storage earlier when I was yammering on about that area. But the inclusion of a full microwave out here, that overhead storage in there, and I love the clear transparent door on that cooler, because on the refrigerator rather, because you can see when your drinks start depleting. If you got that buddy who the only thing he ever shows up with is 2 empty hands, I can keep an eye on you now, Greg. I got your number. Slam latches on all your baggage doors. It is windier than a son of a gun today. Hopefully that's not affecting the camera. I'm trying to shield it. And again, second door straight to a little half bath back here. This is a big time bunkhouse feature that here you can have in something that's not necessarily a bunkhouse. Now this could work as a bunkhouse for sure, but doesn't have to. Now look at the position of that door. You see how it's directly above the wheels. Until very recently, that is something that literally could not exist, which is one of the reasons Montana's done well with this floor plan when other brands have not. What they've done here, though, is as opposed to the MORryde stable step that folds in, like on Big Montana versus High Country, this is actually a clip-on removable set of steps. This actually stows in the underbelly of the RV while you're traveling. But you literally could not build this floor plan without that step system or something like it, because there's no room for a step well here, because this is occupied by your big 16-inch radial tires with that MORryde compression rubber equalizing 3000 suspension series. That gives you 3 inches of extra travel on your suspension. Helps this thing ride level and nice. Now your main entries on a High Country, you're going to get your folding 4-piece aluminum step here. Unfortunately, it's been raining all days and my boots are picking up some of the sand, so you're going to see some of my footprints. But that's one of the nice things about working with Haylett RV. Not being a fee-based dealer, you don't have to worry about that, because we clean it before you ever take it home. That's part of the price tag with us. Outside TV hookups in here, and as I get closer, there you go, you get to see that motion-sensitive light. And it's perfectly sensed. I mean, right when you cross this threshold, it will pick you up. They really, really nailed that. And before I step inside, it's important to mention Keystone's 3-year structural warranty that they have on these things. These are built for peace of mind, for longevity, for long-term use and ownership, and I think that's one of the best things that I could say about any brand. The service records of the Montanas and really all the Keystones here at Haylett RV have been fantastic, and we carry a lot of different brands, guys. We have Jayco's and Coachman's and Highland Ridge fifth wheels. They're all great in different ways, but statistically, Montana is just the king of the fifth wheel business. So let's take a minute, step inside. And here is where the 362 Montana at Haylett RV starts to get interesting. When you're standing in the middle, I guess we'll call it common room, you've seen this before. If you've seen big fifth wheels, you've seen this living room before. This is a common living room in a giant 5-slide bunkhouse that I keep bringing up over and over again. Now, something we did here, though, I like, is the theater seat. That's a power reclining theater seat and a freestanding table, because, again, this is a couples coach, and this is why I like about this model so much, how it can be used in so many very different ways. First of all, let's look at the bunkhouse angle. Let's say you've got older teenage kids, or like you're a family who just grows tall babies. I meet some people like, man, my kids are tall. My kid's going to be 6'5" or something in 6th grade. Well, this is a floor plan where the kids can actually have their own private bedroom, bunk room, and they can fit into it. But if they're that old and they're teenagers, chances are they're going to be doing college, they're going to be working, they're going to be driving a car, they're going to be discovering the opposite sex soon enough, and they're probably not going to be spending a lot of time with you anymore. That's where this floor plan, again, comes in as an awesome winner. Because as the kids grow up, this floor plan can continue to be mom and dad's dream coach. Now, here's an interesting thing, and I'll get into more of why they did it, but it actually has washer dryer prep here in the lower deck in the main living area. I think that's a really smart decision. And one, it allows you to like run some laundry at night without the noise of the washer dryer keeping you up. Because chances are, if you are using this for bunk fashions, then you could have a lot of clothes going on. Secondly, holy crap, pantry. That's a massive amount of storage. I mean, if you're going to be living in this as a couple, or if you're going to try to feed a family, you're going to want all of that storage. Now, 6.5 foot tall slide outs like a luxury fifth wheel, because it is. Wall controlled max air ceiling fan, residential ceiling fan up top. All sorts of indirect lighting. This thing lights up like a Christmas tree. You got big time lighting up there. We've got lighting up here. We've got lighting down below in that little sort of shoe garage area right when you walk in the door. That little entry desk bureau. And that is not a wallpaper, by the way. That is a real backsplash. So you can have your phone chargers and things. Actually, I put my phone chargers up there. That's like coffee maker central. That's perfect. This floor plan is awesome. Every time I look at it, I find something else I like. So the whole island. First of all, I love the fact that they did not put the sink in the dead center of the island. I think that's stupid because it eliminates the opportunity for drawers. By shoving the sink to the side, we now have a chunk of countertop with no sink on it, which means we've got 4 full extension drawers here for maximum storage. And Montana always goes all the way with everything. Case in point. Notice how this is not raw wood. Now, I'm not surprised to see raw wood on the face of this thing. That doesn't bother me because your hand's not going to touch that. But your hand will touch this. And if this was like that, if this was raw, because this is finished, I'd get splinters all over the time. This is beveled. It's nice. They really went all the way. Dedicated wastebasket storage down here. All sorts of just everything awesome going on. Huge sink. Oh my gosh. This has a massive basin sink on here. Battery light's blinking at me, so I might clip out at one point. We'll deal with it. Half the time I hit the power button on accident anyway. I did it twice in one RV earlier today. Never mind. Residential size microwave. Recessed not recessed countertop, solid surface countertop with recessed sink and stove. This only comes with, which is, frankly, I'm happy to see it, a 12 cubic foot 4-door gas electric fridge freezer. This does not have an electric fridge option. I'm glad for it. I don't like the service record on electric refrigerators. This is more travelers friendly, plus it has automatic backup. If you lose electricity, it kicks over to gas and you don't lose anything. That TV, by the way, is a double swing arm mount, so if you want to face that, bam, directly to this, you can. If you want it to face the theater seats where I'm standing, you can, although it organically does that. I like that the control panel for the your DVD system is all hidden away down here. Electric space heating fireplace and a big old floor to nearly ceiling pantry beside. This is an awesome floor plan, but back here, this is where it really shines. It's not a bunkhouse. It's not a living room. It's a den. It's a flexible space that can become anything you want. So again, if the kids are big enough that they don't comfortably fit into bunks, that big trifold hide-a-bed is where you're going to want to be. Now, just like the living room, on a rainy day like today, if your kids are stuck inside on a rainy day like today, that theater seat across from the entertainment center, which is going to be the video game station probably, it's going to be everything. Now, there are times where there's couples who sometimes need to sleep separately for like sleep apnea reasons. And there's some couples that they just go to bed at different times. My wife and I go to bed at different times. I'm a night owl. She is not. Of course, that's because she's an awesome super mom and she has to get up early and she takes care of our kid. And I love her for it, So, I mean, there's reasons for everything. But look at this. You could turn this into an office. These bunks, this could be tote space, storage space, filing cabinet space. The back of the entertainment center, remember, is the outside kitchen, so another swing-out, easy viewing TV. And direct half-bath access. If you have, I actually talked to a lot of people, I need a full, not a bunkhouse, but I need a 2-bedroom RV, because my mom, who stays with us, she's older, and I don't want her going up and down steps. Well, whether it's kids, whether it's an aging parent, something like that, you've got a built-in half bath right here where they can have their own independence. They can have their own convenience, and everything works in here. There is a ceiling vent above there as well. You know, that door's deadbolted, so it's secure. You're not going to worry about anything there. You see the flip-up bunk on this side. That can obviously flip down for sleeping space and up during the day. There's an extra window up there. This does have whisper quiet AC, and this is actually where the rear air conditioner is located, and the other air conditioner is located above the bedroom. So your air conditioner is on opposite ends of this RV. Now, the second AC unit is actually an option, but there's no way we'd ever stock this at Haylett RV without the second air conditioner. Something this size, that's just absolute nonsense. Well, you know, there's just no other way to do it. I'm not even going to beat that horse anymore. It's dead. Big side stands on both sides of the sofas back here so that you've got phone chargers and CPAP stands and little spaces where you can shove and tuck extra stuff. I mean, they left nothing to chance or waste here. All of our shades, when it is nighttime, we got our pull-down privacy shade so you can block the sun out in here. This room is so cool. Now, we've already kind of talked about the living room. We've already showed you the washer-dryer prep. I should mention that flip-up countertop extension, but you're smart people. You probably already noticed that. Let's go upstairs. I like the fact that we have anti-slip strips on the edge of these, and this is not carpeted, so or it's not hardwood. I don't mind carpeted steps because they're not slippery, but carpeted steps look cheap. Even though they're not, it's the same stuff under the skin. It looks cheap. Montana doesn't even want to look cheap. Oh. Huge pet peeve of mine. When there's no closet next to the entry door to hang a jacket or grab a jacket. Again, they nailed it again at Montana. So up here in the bathroom, it's got the same melt-away bathroom door you've seen 100 times. You've seen bathrooms like this before. Let me actually turn on some lights here. Bang, there we go. Pressed membrane thermal foil countertop with a recessed sink here. Plenty of storage space, good drawer space going on. A seamless fiberglass shower with corner seat, not a plastic shower with a seam. So again, higher grade stuff, materials. Now, a lot of the times in this sort of bathroom, this rear corner where you're just seeing a dead wall, that would often be linen storage. Remember that you have your washer-dryer storage downstairs. That's why they don't do it on every model, because you have to rob from Peter to pay Paul, which is the message of the day in this bedroom. At a glance, there's nothing wrong with it, because there is nothing wrong with it. However, there is one restriction this floor plan has. This is queen only. This is the only Montana you will find at Haylett RV, short of a used one, of course, with a 60 by 80 queen bed. Now, they still do the nice shiplap headboard and everything. You got your side stands, you got your USB outlets, your cross breeze windows. But because this thing is so enormously large downstairs, they had to squish and compress the bedroom. That's why there's no washer dryer prep here, because they had to sneak down or squish down the closet. That's why there's no king bed here. So that is a unique property of the 362 Montana here at Haylett RV that you're not going to find on most Montanas. I think we made it through without the battery dying. How about that? So if you'd like to learn more about this, if you'd like to see what a payment comes up to, or if you need a vehicle to tow it, Haylett RV only does everything, whether it's hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, and everything in between. So, doesn't matter what you need. It doesn't matter where you live. This is on wheels. We make deals happen, ladies and gentlemen. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping.